for help. Welcome to revolution. Leveling up.
Hey, hello there.
How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing great. Is this your home, brother?
Yeah.
Can you please introduce yourself, sir?
Yeah, my name's Pete.
Pete, how you doing, Pete? Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Awesome. How old are you, Pete?
43.
43. Dang, you still a young guy, man. Where are you originally from?
Up in Jersey.
Yo, shout out New Jersey. We out there. Pete out here representing. That's what's up. How long you been out here in Kensington, Pete?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Let's go in the back end a little bit, Pete. Can you please tell us a little bit about your childhood, buddy?
Yeah, everything was kind of alright, you know. So I thought, you know, I had parents. They were cool. Both of them. They broke up. It didn't really affect me, you know. I seen both of them, and I had family that were decent with me. Some of them were addicted, alcohol, mainly alcohol, some drugs, but for the most part they were pretty straight, you know. And I ended up landing out here when we got on, just because one thing led to another, you know. It started with, you know, drinking some weed, and I was alright with years like that. And it just, you get roped in a big circle once the opiates come into play. So I basically the back end of it, I had nothing devastating, you know. Everything was alright growing up. It's that I don't think when people blame it on their childhood drugs, I don't know. For me, it wasn't that, you know. It's just easy to get roped into that with yourself, you know. Sometimes.
Okay. What are some of your favorite childhood memories?
Basically, did a lot of like dirt bike riding with my father. He used to ride, so he'd take me and my brother everywhere. My cousin, we used to make weekends out of it, and then during the week, my mom would take us over to football, baseball, each thing. We played sports all the time, so we were always busy, you know.
Yeah.
One thing I always had to keep busy, doing something.
Right.
Whether it was work, but back when I was a kid, I always had to keep, you know, bicycles, dirt bikes, sports. I always, I never, you know, it was like if I stopped, that's when I got bored and got like agitated, I guess. Kind of like, not upset, but just like anxious, you know, wanting to do something. So I guess that's when I started smoking weed at like 14, 15. I didn't have to do nothing all day. Weed kind of took that place because I didn't have to keep going a mile a minute, you know? Which I got nothing to say bad about smoking. It didn't lead me right into no other hard stuff, you know? That was my own fault when I got older. So, but childhood, there was nothing devastating, nothing, just like I said.
Right.
Very, always anxious, always had to be busy, you know?
Right. So when you started smoking weed at 14 years old, who introduced you to marijuana?
Just the neighborhood, you know. Our town was like 1 through 90, and like every 10 blocks you had something, you know. Just say 10 to 20th Street was alcohol. Then you got 20th to 30th was weed. So on, like 40 or 50 heroin, all the way up to the 90s, you know.
Yeah.
And
definitely, that's tough. Growing up in an environment like that and trying to be resilient to not use. That's only 1 in a million people, you know.
Yeah, you had everything to pick from. You go to whichever 10 blocks you want to do something. Even down there, thieves.
Yeah.
So
I definitely hear you on that part.
The town was odd because it was like that, but there was so many things to do too. The sports were a big thing in our town, you know. They had a whole area where you could ride BMX track. So
nice. Oh, that's awesome, man.
Bicycle store right across the street. So every weekend you get your parents to go shopping free, and then you run across the street and race the bikes and so forth, and then dirt bike tracks. And it was a right town to grow up in, just a lot of like chaos, you know. So if you fell into it, which it was easy.
Okay. So during this time while you was, you know, using weed, how long did it take before you progressed to using harder drugs?
Oh, a long time. Actually, not too, probably say 15, 20 years. I dabbled, you know, I tried cocaine, I didn't like it.
How did that make you feel?
Made me stay up all night talking a bunch of crap that I wasn't gonna end up doing the next day. We're gonna build your house, and you know,
Yeah.
a bunch of us would hang out for the weekend and we'll be snorting coke and talking to 4 or 5 in the morning. And our town, the garbage men would be coming out, and that'd be daybreak. We know.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember them times. We call that breaking day, something like that.
Yeah.
Breaking day.
You knew
Yeah.
you were up too long.
Yeah, we
And
up
then-
all night, you know,
Yeah,
as
and
young boys and stuff.
Daylight came, and then you'd be pissed at yourself because you're $80 short. You know, sore throat.
Right.
You're not gonna do. And we were gonna build everything in, you know, a couple hours from then. And we were like Superman, and then that came around, we couldn't do nothing, you know. We were in
Yeah.
the next 2 days. So I didn't really like it. Never stuck with it, you know.
Right.
And back in when I was growing up, there was acid. Acid was around, but that was a weekend thing too. You laughed your ass off, seeing things move a little bit, and then you didn't do it for another couple months. So that wasn't something that could fall into like being addicted to.
Yeah.
For me, it was just. And then other drugs, I never tried, even heroin growing up. I did. Everybody that didn't live those 10 blocks were against it. You
Yeah.
know, didn't like anybody that did it. Were against it. So that was the 10 blocks. Nobody really hung around unless you were in that circle, you know.
Yeah.
And then other than that, I drank a lot all the time too, because that was easy. You just go into the store and buy some booze and
Yeah.
get somebody to go in for you. If you want.
Right. I remember them times.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody will do it for you. I know that for sure.
Sure, even my license said the year on it, and I screwed it up, poked holes around on it with a pen,
Yeah.
rubbed the ink in, and made the 1 year look like a 0. So I was of age, you know.
Yeah.
1970, it said. So, but booze, that you can't, you know, that's a problem too, because all of a sudden you're drinking every day,
Yeah.
and I was good for that. There's no problem with that. I could drink at 5:30 in the morning. You know? So,
I hear you. So now, currently out here in Kensington, Pete, what are your drug of choice right now?
the dope.
Fentanyl, right?
Yeah.
So now that you tried heroin originally when heroin was heroin, right? And now they got fentanyl out here. Can you tell us what's the difference?
It's just the way you kind of feel, you know. Like heroin used to, you sit there and get the itchies, they call them. You start, you know, just itching, but you felt good and you fell asleep
Yeah.
sometimes. And it's all. I definitely regret it. I don't know why I did it, except I was at work one day and the guy's 10 years older than me, and I had my own little company going, and we work at 8, 9 o'clock at night because I work for a realtor. They throwing us a ton of work, and I see my friend of mine. Like, how are you still feeling alright? What are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm doing the H, heroin, you know? I said, I thought that shit makes you nod out and pass out. He's like, not if you don't feel too much. So I'm like, give me a little. I never did it before. So he's like, all right, here. Snorted a bag and boom, I felt great. I started working my ass off again. I'm like, damn, this shit, it's good. He's like, don't keep doing it a couple days in a row or you're going to get sick. Yeah. So I did it. I knew the guy selling it. I did it for a month straight, and then went to bed one night with nothing on me. Woke up in the morning, took 3 steps out of bed, like, oh my God, what the hell is wrong? It was like the flu was like nothing compared to the dope sick. Called up the guy, he came by, snorted a bag, and boom, I was perfect again. And I'm like, oh
Wow.
my God, what did I get into?
That's crazy that all you need to do is just to take a bag to feel better again, right?
I did another bag and I felt fine. In fact, I called out of work and I was pissed off because I felt terrible. I called the lady, said, I can't make it today. And then an hour later when I got the bag, I was fine. And I already, you know, called out, told her I wasn't coming, but the minute you do another bag, you're back to normal, you know?
Yeah.
And so then that.
So, besides heroin, what other drugs do you use?
I mean, I smoke the crack, you know, they call it hard here.
Yeah.
But it's,
How does that make you feel?
it doesn't, I mean, you feel good for a few minutes and then you gotta do another one. That never really got me addicted. That was something I just smoked here and there,
Yeah.
just to change for the money.
Just throwing your money in the trash, basically, huh?
Yeah, because then if you're on both, you look at it, you spend 5 on a nick of crack, you smoked it, 10 minutes later you want another one, but, you know, and then you're like, damn, I should have just bought a bag of heroin
Right.
and been good for the rest, for a couple hours. And then you waste your money on the crack, and then you're getting sick from the heroin, and you're like, why did I spend it on the crack?
Damn, that's
Yeah.
a double threat to have.
Yeah. So
That's-
luckily, yeah.
That's feeding a monster and some.
Right. I thank God I didn't get stuck on that too,
Yeah. So now out here in Kensington, how did you end up in Kensington?
Well, I went to a detox and a rehab up in around the Levittown area, And because one day up in Jersey, it seemed somebody, my girl was all paranoid. She found a bundle in my pocket, thought I was gonna die, so she's calling me up every minute from work, worried, coming home early, taking time off of work. I'm like, relax, she doesn't do nothing, not even drink. And so finally I just didn't want to keep putting her through hell, and I left. And I was out for like 3 weeks, couch to couch, friends' houses, and I seen this new guy I know, and he's like, damn, you look like nuts or whatever. I said, man, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, I've been drinking all night and partying. He's like, no, you really look nuts, get some help. So I said, how? I don't know why, I never got help for nothing.
Kensington sound effects. Go ahead.
Yeah, so then right there, so it was like just something left. It felt like an easy pressure went off. I said, all right, what are we going to do? He's like, I'll call the cops and say you're going to walk in front of a car. I said, go ahead, and then he did. Cops came, took me to the hospital, like emergency room. I had a babysitter there watching, and I got talking to her. She's like, damn, you're a pretty nice guy and everything, and why don't you get some help? And she looked into it and got me to go to a place, a detox, and up around here, like I said, up in Levittown.
Yeah.
I went there for 10 days, and the counselor there asked if I wanted to go to a sober house up here, So I agreed to that. All this was new, but I was just flying along with it. I don't know how. What happened to me? Why? Yeah.
Sorry, man. They back to back today, man. And I don't have my microphone, so we just freestyling it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me. Why I went along with it, because I never went to rehabs. I never thought even about quitting anything, So I was actually happy going to meetings and everything, I was clean for 8 months.
Wow.
Didn't feel nothing, like want to do anything. I was like amazed, And finally, nothing was getting better except a decent paying job. But I didn't have my girl back. I didn't move back to Jersey with my house. We got 2 houses up there. Didn't have my car back. Everything kind of just pissed me off where I didn't give a shit, honestly. And I said, you know what? I was sober 8 months. This is it. And I didn't care. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get 2 bundles, bottle of rum, case of beer, some crack. Did it all and didn't care if I woke up or not. And then the morning came. Well, I was still awake, just nodded off. Woke up. Next day, same thing.
Hold that.
For a good week straight, I just partied out and didn't care if I opened my eyes or not, every time I did. So, and from there, that's how I got here,
Yeah.
It was 8 months I had that I threw away just because I got pissed. Nothing was on my shoulders, knocking, saying, do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
I just really, I ain't suicidal, but I didn't care.
Right.
It's like I'd be better off not even having to deal with this life,
So basically, loneliness, is what trigger you, depression and stuff. Well, what are some of your triggers?
I don't know if lonely, maybe some of that, but just things don't go, my way. You can't. I'm not being what do you want to call it, a wuss or a crybaby. I know how things can pan out, and it pisses me off when it don't. So I'd rather just say, screw you, and all right, nothing's panning out, then I don't even want to. I'm not gonna settle for what I don't want. Fuck it, I might as well be off this earth. I'm pissed off, But
Understood.
I don't feel like that now. I just got stuck in not wanting to go through the withdrawal.
A lot of people, that's their biggest fear.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in the future they can come up with better medication that can help with that. So now, what's a day out here, 24 hours, look like for you?
Just after I get done talking to you, go over, clean up the whole block, the stores on the Ave a lot of times, get some pocket money. I still do side work. I got a little job, I gotta go paint.
Nice.
Bathroom and hallway, and then I'll get a couple dollars, go get some food. First, get something off the homeowner first, go get some food in a bag, of course, to get through.
No.
And then get done with that, get paid, and waste half the money like an idiot on staying well.
So is that how you support your habit, by doing these little side hustles?
Yeah.
That's good. You don't steal or anything?
No, I don't boost, I don't steal, I ain't don't do tricks, I ain't no fag or...
I hear that.
No way, I don't care.
That's awesome, man. So how many bags would you say of fentanyl do you use every day?
Probably about around roughly 6 to 8.
So how much would you say roughly would that be, like average you spend a day?
Like with the little bullshit again, Lucy's and some I don't know, easily like $50, you know.
$50?
Yeah, but that's cutting it light, you know. A lot of times because you fall asleep or something, or I'm at work. But if you're just sitting out here doing nothing, it'd be a lot more.
Yeah.
Because then you get bored with yourself, and let me go get another one. When I'm at work, I just do it to keep well.
Okay. Right. So, how many times have you OD?
Knock on wood, none.
Hey man, you did the right thing, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Pray you don't. What's the worst thing you have seen or heard about out here in Kensington?
Just finding people in a freaking backwoods, say, up by the train tracks, you know, strangled. Nobody knows nothing, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
People getting like shot. People owing money, and then all of a sudden they found, you know, it's just regular, I guess, the ring of the game, you know.
So Kensington is definitely not a safe place, right? For
no, you gotta watch all the time. Man, somebody's always scheming or planning. Watch. It's just as bad during the day as at night, I think.
Yeah. So how do you stay safe out here?
Just always with my eyes open. I ain't gonna say,
Mace?
you know, just to keep
Some mace?
keep something with you. I don't want to advertise nothing. I don't want to, you know, say nothing to get myself. Just a little protection you keep with you.
Okay, that's good. So I got, you know, this mace for you.
Okay.
You know, you're gonna like a little backup, you know.
Yeah,
Who knows? Yeah, you got it, buddy. Yeah, so we're almost done, okay?
Right.
Well, man, it's such a, you know, a tough life. And is this your home back here?
No, I kind of stay everywhere. I see this girl a little bit. Go up to her house sometimes, and every day take a shower and stuff, and get cleaned up. And she's right trying to help me out too, you know.
Yeah.
But I'll fall asleep back here. This ain't the way it is. We had it nice and neat. There's a couple people that come up.
Okay.
Somebody brought garbage up the one day on us, and then the animals ripped it apart. Now we got to clean it up.
All right.
But then people get high, myself too, and let it go another day, and that's why it looks like it does.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah. But that's about it. Just
You need a light?
yeah, you have
You got a light
it somewhere, but sorry about
Good
that.
job, assistant. We're almost done, okay? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, because right now I'm back here and I'm feeling the mosquito bites.
Oh, yeah.
I have sensitive skin, man. How do you deal with it?
You got the off and repel and stuff like that. It works all right.
Okay.
Off don't do nothing. Repel and there's another one that works pretty good. But they're just bad everywhere in the grass this year, you know. But spray down on you. There's a couple laying around empty, you know. They kind of help.
Okay.
Light a little can, smolder some wood.
Yeah.
Smoke and. But they are bad. You're right. You see.
Yeah, it's no joke, man. You guys is definitely survivors, man, you know, because this is where addiction lead people, you know, and I show people the struggle that that people who are active are going through, and let them know that this is not a choice. This is not a choice for you, right, Pete?
No, I didn't raise my hand and say, like, you want to pick this, and then picked it. I had at home 2 houses, one a rental we rent out, make $25,000 a year on. After taxes are paid on it. Then our townhouse, vacations every year. We got a Mustang convertible, hooked up, freaking faster than half the motorcycles out here. That's sitting in the garage.
Yeah.
My friend's holding on to it. The motorcycle I got, nice GSXR, that's sitting there.
You a biker guy, huh?
I got a lot of toys, a quad, shit like that. But I never sold it all. I just put it away, and so I didn't, Because believe me, I probably would have.
Right.
I seen it coming, so I
Smart guy, huh?
Yeah, I kind of locked it away in the garage and gave the titles to somebody, and family member, and my girl has some, so I didn't do nothing stupid,
That's good. So let's get back to the fentanyl. How does that make you feel, Pete?
It's stupid. Anybody out there, I wouldn't go ahead and do it. It ain't fun. It ain't like smoking a joint. Weed never made me sick the next day if I didn't have it.
Right.
The whole thing is now, I would quit tomorrow, but you get sick, and the withdrawals are just such a pain in the ass. And fentanyl is worse than heroin, the withdrawals. Then you can't take Suboxone for a couple days, because that'll help, but you got to go through 3 or 4 days of being sick.
Yeah.
So it's definitely nothing to play with. If I could go back, everybody says that, but I definitely would. It was a stupid choice,
That's real talk, What are your struggles right now?
Really just keeping well, I like bust my ass and make peanuts for money. I should be, before I made good money, and now it's just pocket money enough to get bags and do laundry and get something to eat, but you gotta pick. I'm not doing laundry today. I got one thing to wear, Put that off to the next day, because you need to keep well. Or getting pissed at the customers because I'll pay you tomorrow if that's okay with you. It's not, if I was straight, it'd be no problem. I'd be like, because you get more work and everything. You don't want to give attitudes, but I leave there and I'm cursing them in my own head, like, you son of...
Yeah, because you know exactly your worth, but due to the fact that these people know that you're an addict, your worth decrease right there, because they don't feel like they can pay you little or nothing because you'll take it.
Right, so all that comes with it too.
Yeah.
So that's mainly the stores. When I do houses and shit, I don't get personally with them,
Okay.
But common stuff like, I didn't deposit money today, and they're good for it, but you get pissed off at them for that,
Yeah.
How can you not deposit money and have my money? And you get it tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, it's no big deal. Any other day I wouldn't complain, but then I gotta go figure out how to hustle up. Hopefully the stores need cleaning, and it's just a stupid struggle every day. It's
Day to day, right?
It's really just stupid.
So, what all have you lost due to your addiction, Pete?
My whole home life, like I said, 2 houses. I mean, they're not lost, but it's there, it's just teething, But if I want to say, like, I don't have at the moment, 2 Mustangs, a motorcycle, my girl, 2 houses, tools, freaking every tool under the sun for building houses, mechanic tools, everything. I got quite a bit of stuff, Thank God I got people that hold it for me, but I did lose a storage bin, and it had all nice furniture in too, and some tools, and that's gone. But it's basically, I got a whole wardrobe at home, clothes. I miss that. It's just.
So when you say home, sorry for cutting you off. Where is the home at?
Up on northern Jersey by Giant Stadium.
So you do have a home to go to if you want to.
Well, it'd be I'd have to check right in the rehab and detox and everything.
Right.
I got him with my girl there, and I mean,
Hey, Pete, you seem like a guy who had the world in his hand at one time, but made a mistake and lost it all. But you can, pick back up, man. This is not the end. This is not the end of your story, Pete.
No.
Don't let this be the end, brother, all right?
All right,
You
buddy.
deserve way more better than this, man. I just wish you all the best. So let's just get off topic just to get to know you as an individual, and then we'll wrap it up, all right? Can you let us know what is your zodiac sign, Pete?
Oh, it's a Taurus.
Huh?
Taurus.
Taurus,
Yeah.
yo, shout out to all the Taurus out there. Say what's up to Pete, representing. What are some of your favorite foods, Pete?
Well, lasagna, shit, burgers, easy, stuff like that, you know?
Nice, okay.
Can't think of nothing else off the top of my head right now. I'm like,
I hear you,
I don't want to
hear
be
you.
thinking all day about that.
Got you. It could go on, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie you like?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, that's a good one. You got a favorite actor or actress?
Probably De Niro, Robert De Niro.
Oh, you like the gangsters, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
all right. Now, when you was a little boy, what do you want to become when you grow up?
That was baseball.
Baseball player,
yeah, something
okay.
like that.
Awesome. That's what's up. Now, are you currently in a relationship?
No,
What do you look for in a partner?
just I guess saying things like just somebody that you don't have to argue with all the time. Just get along no matter what you or her do, you know? Like that was like why me and my ex, yeah.
All right, Pete.
Yeah, why me and the one I've been involved with for years, we always, you know, got along because she did her things, you know, whether it was like shopping, going, whatever, not, you know, anything that she was into, I left her alone with that.
Exactly.
And she left me alone with my cars, bikes, and stuff like that. Just, but when you're together, you have a good time. It's just like being with yourself.
Absolutely.
Like somebody else.
I agree with you 100. Daytime or nighttime, which one are you, Pete?
Daytime.
Why?
It just, I don't know, because I can sleep during the day. I don't have a problem. It don't have to be night. You get more done during the day. It's just more like easy to get by. Even if I wasn't on drugs, I always like daytime better.
Daytime, all right. And if you could travel to any place or country in the world, where would you go?
I'd say I live in Jamaica or DR.
Why?
Just the beaches.
Nice.
Like sand, you can look into the ocean, count the hairs on your toes. It's crystal clear like bathwater.
Yeah, awesome, right? What makes Pete happy? What makes you happy?
That cars, vacations.
Okay,
But,
got you. Awesome. When was the last time you did something nice for yourself?
shit. Not since I went to the first detox 2.5 years ago.
In a minute, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Just doing things to get by. Go to the store instead of coming out of just say the clothing store with $800 short.
Yeah.
Come out there with $100 short. You know, one pair of pants and a shirt instead of like 10.
yeah.
Shit like that. Because the other money got to go to getting high.
Right. That's how it goes, man. So now, if you had to pick one or the other, to be invisible or to fly, which one would you pick?
I guess invisible.
Why?
I guess just so I don't know, I didn't have to deal with nobody or listen to all the nonsense going on at the moment and stuff, you know, people's drama when, I don't know, I'm like block my own out, so I don't need to hear everybody else's at the, you know?
Yeah, I hear that. Okay, so Pete, do you have kids?
No.
If your family and your friends were supposed to see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
Just that I'm alright, and I've been thinking about how to get clean and sober, and soon enough I'm gonna do something, because this ain't permanent. At least I got that on my mind. So I'm always thinking about that. Just soon
Awesome.
enough, hopefully before the dead of winter, you know? Before the new year, so.
That's great, man. That's great to hear that. So now, this question would be, what would you like to tell those people out there who are against addicts?
Just that at one time I was against them too, and then when you're out here you kind of think different, not because you're feeling sorry for yourself, you just see that it's that easy to happen to yourself, you know? Like I said before, I didn't pick, like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna throw away my girl, 2 cars, motorcycle, 2 houses, vacations, clothes. I didn't say, yeah, that's a good choice. It just quickly happened. Before you know, you're like, how the hell did I end up here?
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Literally.
How did we get here?
It happened so quick that you don't You don't realize it. Just you wake up and you're at where you're at. Believe me. So I wouldn't dabble with it, like thinking that you're better than that. You know.
Yeah.
You can get roped in very quick.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Always remain humble, man, because when many of you get that big head, that's when God can like flip that switch on you, man.
Yeah.
All right, so Pete, now this question will be, if you had a message to send to the world, what would your message be?
Just about like kind of what I just said. Don't think you're better than all that. Like the guy next to you that's knotted out, you know, dirty clothes or something, and freaking a bag of chips that you seen him taking from the garbage, that he's a piece of shit. He might be at the moment. Sorry. Yeah, he might be at the moment you're thinking that, but he's somebody too that just might not have picked. Not everybody's like that. There are assholes out there that don't care and go and rob you or stick you, when you're not looking, a knife in you. Yeah. But that's not everybody's like that.
And that's in the world, period.
Yeah,
in general.
You don't have to be on drugs to do that.
Facts.
But then, like I said, the guy there picking out of the garbage, more than likely he ain't picking to do that. It just happened to him, And it's easy to happen. So don't think you're better than all that.
Absolutely. So you hear that? Don't think you're better than the next person, and don't judge a book by its cover neither. If you had 3 wishes in this world, what would your 3 wishes be?
Well, I guess one main one that didn't cover it all is just if I could go back to that day that I asked the dude to give me that bag. Let me do it, and the next day calling the guy and getting it, and so on every day. That'd be my one and only, and maybe wish for 1,000 more, But that's the main one. I'm pretty humble. I'm like, if that day didn't go on, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I knew better, I don't know what the hell got. I really friggin' was beat up from so much work, everything hurting. And I just seen him busting his ass. I'm like, you're like a machine right now. What the hell is that? But now I know.
Wow.
I could have took a couple days off of work and recovered and been all right. Instead.
That's how it happened, bro. That's how it goes down. You do it one time and you like it. You hearing Pete's story, guys. This is real talk. And he wish he can go back to that day and change everything, because that one day changed his whole life, and then you see where he's at. But one thing about life, you fall, you don't stay there, Pete.
Yeah.
Get back up and keep on trucking, right?
Yeah.
So Pete, it was nice talking to you, man. I really appreciate you helping spread awareness, and the future generation, it's all about them. It's not about us no more. But if you can pick yourself up and let your story be a better one, that'll be all beautiful, So is there anything that we can help you with, any resources or anything else that you're in need of?
No, I really appreciate that, even the offer. I am talking to a lady through the old detox and about doing something,
Right.
So yeah, no, I appreciate the offer. I'm not just saying that till you get out of here. No, screw that. No, I thank you for that. If I didn't have her to talk to about this, I would actually.
Yeah, definitely.
But
and I'll always come and check on you, man. You're in this era right here. This is not the last interview I'll do with you. We're family now. So it was nice talking to you, AML family. Welcome Pete to the family. Thank you guys for watching this video. And remember, don't be bitter, be better. And we out there. Peace out.